Hello and welcome to the State of the Mets. I'm Andrew Vazzano of TheRepublicans.com, and this is the 6th edition of my weekly web show all about the New York Mets. Today we'll be covering topics like Luis Castillo, the outfield situation, and a final goodbye to Shea Stadium.
And it's out of here!
First up, we got Luis Castillo. Now, from the fans' perspective, Castillo is probably the most hated player on the team. He reported to camp 17 pounds lighter than he did last season, which is a very good sign due to his bad knees. The lighter weight will hopefully mean healthier legs, which will mean he will be able to play more and perform better. Now, Castillo apparently worked out for 4 hours a day or more at the team's baseball academy in the Dominican Republic this offseason, and that was every day. So there is some sort of new drive to prove the fans, the media, the team wrong and show that he still has some ability to play baseball. The 17 pounds, may not lead to 17 more hits during the season, but it might lead to a healthier overall Castillo. From the early reports in camp, he's only been in camp a few days now, is that he does look a lot better at the plate. He's quicker. He's got more life in his body, said Howard Johnson. But you never know what a whole season is going to do. You never know if he's going to get hurt. A severe injury, if he won't be able to play as many days in a row, if his body just can't stand the rigors of a full 162 game season. So it's good to see, but it's very early. It's only the 3rd or 4th day of camp for him. So getting him into camp 17 pounds lighter is a good sign, but time will only tell what he can do during the 2009 season. Next up, we've got the outfield situation. Now, the Mets can pretty much pencil in Ryan Church in right field and Carlos Beltran in center field. For left, it looks like they're going to platoon Fernando Tatis and Daniel Murphy. And after that, there's kind of a big question mark. The Mets have 3 very capable 4th outfielder position players. There's Angel Pagan, who saw a little bit of time last year before getting hurt and kind of impressed a lot of people. Then there's Corey Sullivan and Jeremy Reed. Sullivan was signed to a $600,000 major league deal this past offseason. So he's going to earn a lot of money, but to me it looks like he's going to start the season at AAA. The leader right now, who I think is going to be the 4th outfielder on the bench for the Mets, is Jeremy Reed. We haven't heard much about him for all of the spring training so far. It's only been a few days, but I haven't read a story. I haven't read a quote from him. So he seems like he's on the quiet type. Reed came over in the trade from Seattle with J.J. Putz. He's going to earn just under $1 million. He apparently has very good range. He can play center field and it not be a capability to the Mets. So it looks like Reed's the leader right now. It looks like Reed will be on the bench to start the season. He's probably going to back up more in center and right, considering they have 2 players that can play left field and will play left field this year with Murphy and Tatis. So Jeremy Reed is probably your 4th outfielder. He'll probably make the 25-man team out of spring training, but you never know. A hot spring from Pagan or maybe Sullivan, you never know, could change that. And lastly, a final goodbye to Shea Stadium. The last piece of the stadium fell to this week, so it is absolutely no more. All that's left is a pile of rubble where Shea Stadium used to be. It's a shocking sight to see if you haven't seen pictures yet. There is absolutely nothing left. It just looks like a pile of rocks and steel. You would never know that a baseball stadium used to be there. It's truly an amazing job by the construction workers and all that. But it is sad to see Shea go. I am very excited to see the new ballpark. But I will never forget, this is probably my most memorable moment, is staying in Shea Stadium through a 3-hour rain delay when the Mets were playing the Cubs, and the Cubs refused to come back for a makeup game, and it was late in the season. So me and my friend, we waited through the rain delay with maybe 500 other people, and by the time the game started, there was really no one left. You could yell, and the out left fielder could absolutely hear you, and we were all the way up in the mezzanine. But staying in Shea for that game till 1:20 in the morning. The game wasn't over until. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget screaming to Cliff Floyd, who was playing right field at the time for the Cubs, and it was just a surreal experience that there was pretty much no one there, and it was like our own private game almost. But it's a new era. It's a new for the franchise. The new ballpark will be amazing. I cannot wait. The long list of places to eat came out today, and let's just say I am excited to test them all out. So goodbye, Shea. You will be missed, but you will be remembered. So that's it for this week's The State of the Mets. I'm Andrew Vazzano from TheRopolitans.com. Thanks for watching.
Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really sucking the ball.